Hello, Dr. Tawanna Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. What's up, good people? Let me fix my screen real quick. Hope all is well with everybody. It's a whole lot of going on. I'm going to come by here and cover some of the topics that are going on. Let me stop the share on that, see if that fixes that. Okay. All right, y'all. What's up? Let me fix my camera. I don't know why this is laid down like this, but hey, it is what it is on today. I don't like all that hair in my face. How y'all doing? Welcome in to all of those who are here for the very first time. And welcome back to those who always come spin the block with your girl, Dr. Worlds, okay? Y'all see what the title is. They keep raising everything else except your pay. And it's making it very impossible for a lot of people to live, okay? I have covered that in great detail. If you are not aware, you are so far behind. And honestly, I pity you. Because even a blind man can see what is happening to the economy, what is happening to working class Americans. We can see all of that. But what I want to show y'all is how far they are taking things and why right now, well, last year, 2 years ago was time to prepare. But why right now is even more critical that you do something. I don't care what you do, okay? If you go get the crumbs that fall off the table, then you should be doing that. Especially with what is going on, okay? I'm not going to go over a whole bunch of things that are going on, but the things that are imperative for us to be paying attention to right now, okay? They got a whole lot going on with the Nolan Wells case. Whenever you see big things in the media like that, cousins, they're covering up something. Something behind the scenes are going on. So when they start covering and hiding stuff, then I got to bring it to the fruition, okay? I got to make sure that you know what's going on so your next move become your best move. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get this thing kicked off. But before we do, if you are here for the first time, welcome. If you come back another time, you might as well lock it in. We family for life. And welcome back to all my cousins and kinfolks. Y'all already know the drill. It's man versus machine, aka the algorithm. Okay, so kindly please share this video. Helps the content get pushed out to the people that it's supposed to reach. There are a lot of people that are hopeless, helpless, depressed, stressed, oppressed, okay? And they on their last leg. And I come by to disrupt and tell them, nah. No, ma'am, no, sir. No, sis, no, bro. Okay? We're not doing that. We have options. All hope is not lost. But you're running out of time to make your best move, your next move. With that being said, it's free 99 to share. Please do so real quick before we go ahead and get started so that we can go forth as an army, as a unit, okay? Collectively, this is a campaign against ignorance. It's a campaign against scandal. It's a campaign against the system. It's a campaign against poverty. And if you know somebody who fall under those categories, if you know somebody who is saying, yeah, I see what the hell is going on, okay? And we ain't on the winning end. The biggest thing that I want to talk about right now is the invasion and the overtaking of Spain. And most people in America might could care less, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's coming to your doorstep. That Arab, Muslim invasion that just took over a whole country. They just flooded their borders and overtook them like that. You do know the EAU, European, United States, all of those are brothers and sisters. We had it happening to us, okay, but not like what they just did. There is an invasion. The people is out for the red stuff that flow through our veins, your vein, my vein, whatever color you are. There are people who have vowed to whoever they worship, okay, to avenge the red stuff that run through our veins of their leader, okay, of their Mahdi, okay, their Messiah that was taken out by our president and our military forces. Okay. So they're not just coming after the United States, they going after the European Union, Europe, which is Spain. Okay. Every person that is connected, they didn't already overthrew UK, they didn't already overthrew Canada, they didn't already overthrew New York here in the United States. Okay. They are everywhere. In Minnesota, they done overthrew Minnesota as well, okay? It's coming to a doorstep near you. With that being said, let me go ahead and cover some of these receipts real quick. 1 second, y'all. They here, honey. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull this up for y'all real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all here long, but I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna be in and out, okay? Let me make sure this is set up. This is something, and I said it on the last live. I'm gonna say it now, right here again. If you don't grow your own food, cook your own food, you are in trouble. If you don't grow or cook your own food, you are in trouble. 1 second, let me tell my husband something really quick. I'm not gonna have this planned for the whole 30 seconds, but I need to take a time out real quick. All right, y'all, my apologies. Okay, so here's the very first thing, okay, when I came by here on the last time, and if I have enough time to show y'all those receipts in case you missed it or you need to hear it again because it has gotten really real out here, I can personally testify that this food that they are selling is not real. I was very sickened by fake meat, 100%, okay, very sickened by fake meat. This stuff right here. Hi, son. How are you? Long time. Yes, it has been a long time. There's a lot going on. I'm out here on an assignment, but I love you, Abraham. Okay. I'm definitely going to try to make some time to get a hold to you. Just know that mommy and daddy has not forgotten about you. It's just a lot going on and has been going on for since November. Okay. So we in the 8th month, 9 months. We're not at home in our space. We're out here on the battlefield. But just know that I love you, and we will definitely connect soon, okay? First things first, the FDA, it should never be approved by anybody that is governing us, that we pay to govern us, because that is what we do, okay? These people don't run the United States. They oversee it. They oversee our tax dollars, which, division is going to go to, which department is going to go to, who's going to get free meals, how it's going to help the poor, how it's going to go to the education. They just oversee collectively how our country will be governed, how our country will, make revenue to pay for certain things, etc., which Elon Musk, Donald Trump, all these people, they have been sending billions of dollars, okay? Built in the last month. There was such a massive wealth transfer that happened last month. It will blow your mind. I said billions would be on it. 100% being shifted, into other corporations. But it's our money. If you ain't growing your own food and if you ain't cooking your own food, you are screwed. Okay? They have been, and it always has been since the beginning, whether you are a believer or not. The enemy, there's always two sides, good and bad. And the enemy has always sought to change the genetics and change the DNA and makeup of human beings. Same thing they did in Genesis. When the sons of God, the Ben-Amis, came into the daughters of men and created the Philiums, hybrid, tainted. Okay? That good old book say in the last days, same thing will be happening as in Noah. We think it's going to be whoredoms and, homosexuality. No, you better pay attention. They will be trying to modify. They will be trying to alter, create their own breed. This is what this whole AI stuff is all about. Now they don't need human semen for men. They have a robot that will make artificial human semen. So imagine what kind of children we finna be walking around here with. You already have AI that will carry a baby from a couple struggling with infertility. They will carry the baby in this artificial stomach womb, a human baby. This stuff is getting too weird, okay? We ain't going to go through all of that because I done been there, done that. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I sound the alarm about everything that they doing. Why? Because we had a lot of time to get prepared for what is to come and what is happening right now. They have an agenda. 2030 is their agenda. Go to Google. Don't listen to Dr. T. Go to Google for yourself. They don't hide it. They do not hide it. And it's not that it's a shortage of animal or livestock. No, they want to be in control. So now this man's lab-grown meat is now officially FDA approved. We cannot consume anything that is artificial and don't think that our bodies won't break down. Now, let me go over here to this article because I said it a couple years ago after they gave everybody this, okay? If you can't see me in 2020 when they were enforcing that you had to have this to be able to travel and go whoop-de-whoop, you put the clues together and make it fit, okay? But I told people then, because they came out with an article, and I'm finna pull it up. They said millions will die from cancer. I want to say that was in 2022. Hold on. It's either 2022 or 2023. I'm like, how in the world are you able to contradict or predict how many? Okay, that's 2025. Maybe it was 2022. Let me see. Hold on. Because I shared the article. I'm going to show you this one from 2025. Bump it, okay? In 2022, 2023, I came by here and I said, they said that there is a lot of people, millions of people that will pass away from cancer. And it just behooved me because how do you know this? If you're not causing it, how do you know this? So I sounded the alarm on it, okay? Now in 2025, and hello to everybody coming in. I got my screen share going so I can't see over here, but I'm not ignoring anybody. Hello to all my sisters and brothers. If you are coming in and haven't shared, please do so. If you don't want to share, just make sure you get active in the comment section. That will help this content, okay? I'm not tripping about my channel. I got it into monetization, so I'm not asking for likes. I've never been that type of person, never will be. Okay, only reason I'm asking for you to share or for you to like the video or for you to stay engaged in the comment if you don't want to share is simply because it's man versus machine. Without y'all commenting, liking, sharing, the algorithm will let it sit right where it's laying. Okay. I have thousands of followers, not bots, but everybody don't get to see the content at the same time. Why? Because there's something called an algorithm. And they favor the more people who can get on here and put some content. They want you shaking your butt. They want you doing all kind of tricks and flips for a little bit of strange change. I'm not with that. Okay? I tell the truth, so they don't like me, and I'm cool with that. I don't like them either. They took out my children. So the feeling is really mutual. This is my lick back. When I wake you up, when I educate you, when I inform you, this is my lick back. I just had to spend a birthday remembering a dead child because of them. Take me days to recover every single day. And it's not just one time out of the year. It's all year long. Okay. It's when I see other mothers with their children, I'm reminded and will be reminded in this prison for the rest of my life, literally. So this is my lick back. Please share this with somebody. All my cousins need to see and hear what they are doing, because I'm not going to bring you nothing that they ain't put out there. I'm going to go, behind the scenes, the stuff that mainstream media ain't pumping out. They want you all discombobulated with racism and what this is going on. Man, look, how are these people predicting that? Yes, 9.7 million people died from cancer worldwide in 2022. Alongside nearly 20 million new diagnoses. I remember when they said, maybe they didn't say die, maybe they said diagnose. Let me go see. Okay, I'm gonna find that article. No, let me change this year right here. It was 2022 or 2023. And I'm gonna find the article. They just want to put on here 20 million people were diagnosed. 20 million, and there's only 329 million people in the United States. That is a lot. Nevertheless, millions will be diagnosed with cancer. Let me put that, with cancer 2026, because they just spent the block and came back a couple of days ago. Yes, millions of people are projected to be diagnosed with cancer in 2026. How the hell do you come up with that? How do you come up with that? 2.1 million to be exact. How do y'all know the exact number of people are roughly estimated? There will be 2.1 million people that will be diagnosed with cancer. Well, let's go back on over here. Okay, stop and share. This will tell you a whole lot. You eat fake foods. You eat fake things. You ingest toxins in the skies, in the water, your swimming pool, in your produce, in your meat. Hell yeah, you're going to get something. 100%. So if you do not own your own food or grow your own food, you screwed. If you think you got time to keep on playing around out here, then you just go ahead and sign on the dotted line. This is the end for us. FDA is out here approving synthetic and artificials. What? We're going to ingest this lab-grown meat? I played a video of what that process looked like. And to be honest with you, I will not replay it because it was horrifying. It was sickening what the hell these people be doing inside of them laboratories, mixing and meddling with God's creation. It was absolutely abhorrent. Real talk. So now this is a big thing because it just passed like a week. They had already put lab-grown meat in like Walmarts and lab-grown meat. But if you eat at Taco Bell, if you eat at KFC, if you like to give your kids or your grandchildren nuggets from Tyson, it's all fake. And it's linked to cancer. Say what now? See, they don't like me. They don't like me coming by. So keep on sharing, okay? They don't like me telling y'all this truth. It's out there, but it's hidden. And if you do not go on a treasure hunt for knowledge and wisdom, then you'll miss it. Then you will miss it. How in the world did the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration, approve lab-grown meat despite links to cancer funded by Tyson, the supplier of KFC and Taco Bell? How did they approve something like that? Okay, let's go on next because I told y'all ain't gonna spend a whole long time. Okay. If you got a cell phone, T-Mobile, Verizon, they didn't all adopted this. Can't pay your bill over the phone. Okay. Can't pay your bill in the store. Okay. You got to pay online. Because we got to push this digital agenda 2030. We got to push it. We got to push the 2030 agenda. We need all men on board. Everybody we got to push this 2030 agenda. Let me type it in and pull it up for y'all to see. Okay. People are like, oh, that's that conspiracy theory stuff. Okay, keep playing around. You gonna fool around and find out, babes. You gonna fool around and find out. Keep playing around. Okay, let's do this together. Yeah, 2030 digital ID. What the hell is that? Oh, boom. Just click on images. They got all of this stuff. Digital ID 2030, building a digital UK based on a digital government backbone. Okay? We're going to come over here today. We'll see what these things are down here. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Okay? Right there in the middle. Everything in this circle will be connected to a digital identity. Entities, government, public entities, okay? People will be connected to digital ID. Devices like your cell phone, your laptop, your smart TV, your smart home, your smart thermometer. Yeah, all of that stuff, devices will be connected to digital ID. And things. What things? Well, let's go over what they say will be connected to digital identity. Okay, you see all these little lines, they all go down. All of these things will be connected to digital identity. Let's start with the top one up here. Healthcare for users to access insurance. You won't have medical insurance? Nope, not unless it's digital and you are in the digital identification database. I need to find out what the name of it is because we're going to go look it up. Okay. Financial services. Let's go back to healthcare. Insurance. Nope. Treatment. Nope. You won't have no insurance and you won't get no treatment. And you won't get no monitor of no health devices, asthma tanks, oxygen tanks, heart monitors, any of that, catheters, what do they need when they have kidney dialysis? None of that. Wearables that track your heart rate, track your blood flow, track all of that, okay? For your care, for providers to demonstrate their qualifications. So even providers and people that need the benefits, if you ain't in this digital ID, yeah, you won't be a part of this society. Financial services, in order to open up a bank account, in order to carry out any online financial transaction, it will be connected to digital ID. You have to give up your iris. You have to scan your eyeballs, whether you like it or not, okay? Coming soon, food and sustainability for farmers and consumers, those who farm and those who buy the farmer's food, to verify provenance of produce, to enhance your value and traceability in the supply chain, digital ID, okay? Let me go over here. Telecommunications to monitor your devices or sensor transmitting data such as energy, no lights, usage, air quality, okay? Traffic congestion, all digital ID. Telecommunications part 2, for users to be able to own or use any devices. For service providers to monitor devices. And for data on the network, all connected to digital ID. If you don't think this is real, just go to Mexico. You cannot have a phone in Mexico if it is not linked to their digital ID database, okay? Doesn't work. It don't even call 911. It don't even work on Wi-Fi. If your phone is not registered in the digital ID database, it doesn't work. That started in June. Okay, so let's go down here. We covered food and sustainability. Okay, now we can do the bottom. E-government for citizens to access and use services. Public services, food stamps, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, Section 8, cash aid, file taxes, be able to vote, collect any type of benefits, EDD, unemployment, veterans benefits, nope. Digital ID. Travel and mobility. In order for you to be able to book trips or go through border control, travel between countries or regions, you have to be in the digital ID database. Humanitarian response. If you want to access services and receive services of humanitarian responses, if you want to demonstrate any qualifications to work in a foreign country, digital database. E-commerce. If you want to shop or conduct business transactions and secure any type of payments, digital ID. Social media platforms for any type of social interactions or to access third-party services that rely on social media logins. 2030 agenda. All digital ID. And if you don't think this is real, world digital, I want to say it's called the World Digital Library. Okay. No, this ain't the library. World Digital. Biometric platform. Forgot what the name of it is, but I know. Okay. WorldCoin. Yeah. WorldCoin. Okay. The term World Digital Biometric Platform primarily refers to the world, formerly WorldCoin, a global project co-founded by Sam Altman that uses specialized hardware called the orb to capture the iris biometric data and issue a decentralized digital proof of human identity known as World ID. That's what it's called, World ID. Everybody got to be in this database. You know how they have that little capture? Say, hey, verify that you are a human. They have that little capture. You will have to scan your iris to verify that you are human. Okay? All in the name of we want to ban, illegal immigration. We want to ban, the use of robots turning on their manufacturers and doing its own thing. Well, why create such a thing? Why create such a thing? Sam Altman, the one who created ChatGPT, the same one. Okay. Excuse me. OpenAI Sam Altman stated during a congressional hearing that if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong, highlighting his worst fears that the AI industry could cause significant harm to the world. He did not express personal terror, but rather a profound responsibility, urging lawmakers to enact government oversight. This man created something that he don't himself even know if it'll turn on the world. So he went before Congress up there in Washington and say, hey, can y'all help us? Because what we created is too smart for our own good and it could turn against us. Now, this is the same man who went and created that all humans must be registered in the World ID. All humans, not just in America, everywhere. Let me get through these other receipts, and then I'm going to talk about what I came to talk about. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, straight to the beat. Okay? So we got the food, food crisis right now, fake food, produce tainted, giving people diarrhea, making them lose weight rapidly. They have no fight back in their bodies, and you know what the results of that usually end up. When you poop out all of your nutrients, all of your antibodies, all of the things that's supposed to be in your gut to help protect your immune system, and you just constantly pooping that out, losing weight rapidly, yeah, it's a problem, okay? So we got the produce contaminated, the lettuce, stay away from that. The meat is fake, okay? They said it also causes parasites. Well, I wonder why. The water has parasites. The swimming pool have parasites, okay? So now we got to make fake meat that causes cancer. And then they predict 2.1 million in 2026, and we already in the month of August will be diagnosed with cancer. I wonder why. Now, you just keep on going through some headlines. HUD, Section 8, low-income housing. Significant cuts have been made, okay? You will not be able to stay in your low-income, your public assistance housing anymore. They out here begging, hey, you guys, we gotta act now. We gotta try to do something to counterattack that, but it's already done. Okay? He cut $73.5 billion in funding for HUD in the coming fiscal year. So the budget and all that stuff around October, November won't be no funding for people in just a couple of months on no low income, on no Section 8. Say goodbye to affordable housing, 100%. Say goodbye. We ain't out here owning up nothing at all. So we under their beck and call to rent from them. If we do not qualify, homelessness will be your portion. Okay? 3.7 million people at risk of losing needed rental assistance to harsh time limit and work proposal requirement. Already, you have to work for them food stamps. 40 hours a month. You got to be volunteering, actively searching. You got to be doing some type of work, or you don't get no food stamps. Now you only get 2 years on a program. If you already been on that thing 5 years, you're out of there. If you already been on there 2.5 years, out of there. If you've been on it 1 year and 6 months, you only got 6 months left, but you got harsh work requirements. I'm telling y'all, this is a disaster. What is happening and what is to come is a disaster. Worse than people expect. Jamie Dimon sounds the alarm about the next credit crisis. Here's what big banks' earnings show. They have plummeted, okay? JP Morgan, Citibank, and Wells Fargo have all been sounding the alarm about an economic crash. Why? People can't pay their credit card debt. The credit card debt is insurmountable. You didn't get these people enough money, so they leverage their credit cards. And now they can't pay their credit cards. And guess what? We cannot sustain ourselves. There is a crash. This Jamie Dimon is JP Morgan dude. Citibank, Wells Fargo, no, we can't sustain ourselves. When I tell you that this is a catastrophe brewing in the mix, so many people, okay? If everything was fine, they wouldn't be coming up with new financial platforms. Donald Trump got his. It's called World Financial Services or World. Hold on, let me tell you what the name of his is. Donald Trump's financial platform. financial platform. I'll tell you what, I think it's World Liberty or World something. Well, World Liberty Finances. Okay. That is his own bank system. That is his own financial transaction system. They do not trade dollars, they trade crypto. They trade stablecoin. Okay. Already set it up for when the dollar falters. This man ain't done by any means necessary. Now you got the first trillionaire that says, you know what, we won't need banks. And you won't have any money in the next 10 years. There won't be no need for money. And he launches his own financial service platform. You see how when they own systems, we have to participate in their systems, or we don't, if we build our own. If you don't build your own, you have to participate in their system. So who gets rich? And who keeps on getting enriched? It ain't you. You don't own a system. You don't own a payment platform system. You can set up your own bartering system. You don't have to transact in dollar bills. Nobody's thinking along those lines. Let me go create a system where we can barter. Hey, if you got wheat and I got barley, we got bread. You got flour. We haven't set up anything. We don't own anything. And you know what the problem is? Because I have been sounding the alarm about land. It is to everything under the sun. There is time, there is seed time, and then there is harvest. If you're supposed to have some food to sustain your family, shouldn't you have already been planting it? You're not going to never put no seed in the ground and get a harvest tomorrow. First, you got to buy the land, then you got to till it, plant you some seeds in there, leave it. Okay. If you own land with your own water rights, your own water wells, then you got irrigation. Set it up on one of them wheels to just move through, all your seeds. You can go and plant cucumber, lettuce, any type of vegetable, sweet potato, tomatoes, string beans, snap peas. You can live off that. That's what we lived off of in the beginning before there was meat. And now you finna force your family to eat fake food. Food that gives you cancer. And they say 2.1 million will be diagnosed with cancer from the things we inhale in the atmosphere, the chemtrails, to the food that we eat with hella bad toxins in it. Just think about it. When they go and kill them animals, what do they inject them with? All of that is going into your body. And now they got some lab grown. This ain't even real. It's like, you have got to be kidding me. I will eat carrots. I will eat carrots. I got a viral video of me being served some fake meat. It tasted so horrible. It was so nasty. People try to come to the defense of the restaurant like, no, that's a filler. Bro, I know exactly what it is. And when I called and asked, what kind of meat is this? The lady hung up twice. I called the health department. And guess what? They are not in business now. What did that tell you? You got me messed up, don't you, ever in your life? I don't care if it's cheaper. Okay? And then here's the last couple of things I am going to go over. There are 7 states who had their water systems attacked in just the last couple of days. And Iran is behind it. They couldn't have no water usage. They couldn't take no baths. They couldn't drink no water. They couldn't wash their dishes. They went in there with just a boop and shut 7 states water down as an attack. They are preparing an attack. Did I not come by here a couple of lives ago and said that they are preparing for an attack on U.S. soil, and the CIA and FBI say there is nothing we can do about it. We don't know when, but we know how. Using deadly drones, using the water supply, system to attack us, we're not safe. Okay? Investigators cautioned that the assessment was preliminary. There was no indication that the water supply had been rendered unsafe to drink, but they poisoned the water. Okay? That's 100%. They poisoned the water. Okay? This is extremely big by Iran. Trump at 9 o'clock a.m. This was about 2 days ago. We're going to sanction China for helping Iran without asking us. We run the world. This is what Trump said at 9 o'clock. Iran at 9:30. We declared China the leader of an AI-powered new world order. The United States no longer deserves to lead. It breaks international law and is losing the global AI race. That's why all of this rush, acceleration, all of these things are happening because they are in war with China. Whoever gets there first will remain the leader. And AI in China is like light speed head years of us. That little gap that we had for those 4 years, what, 2020 to 2024? Yeah, we got real behind. We were locked down, wasn't being innovative. We weren't creating anything, and they showing Donald Trump, you are about to F around and find out. So when he made that noise and that decision, then China then went over there, hooked up with Russia. China then went over there and hooked up with Iran. 16 Chinese military cargo planes landed in Iran in 56 hours after they told Trump, F around and find out. Because they've been secretly helping Iran. Iran just launched an attack on American soil, not on American soil, on American assets in another country, on their soil and also in other countries. We have lost military officials. Okay? If China and Iran was not hand in hand, why would you be sending warplanes? Why have you been, practicing all of this stuff over there? Okay? Reuters report China steps in war arming Iran. Iran to get Chinese shoulder-launched missile system in weeks, sources say. Iran is expected to receive within weeks a first shipment out of up to 400 Chinese-made shoulder-fire air defense missile launchers to go against us, who we just also merged this country with Israel. So you got the IDF and the United States of America merged militarily wise to go up against Russia, to go up against Iran, to go up against Ukraine, to go up against all the people they up against. Okay? Hold on. Make sure that was it. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all hear real quick. I'm gonna change the screen. Just hold on 1 second. Hold on. So y'all don't think I'm making up anything, okay? It's time to act. It ain't time to prepare. It's time to get up. It's time to act. It's time to do something for yourself, beloveds. What wrong is it in somebody telling you to do something for yourself? What wrong is it in that? What wrong is it in that? Not me telling you, hey, look, not me telling you that. You need to go and spend all your money and do all ABC, all kind of tricks. No, you need to prepare yourself. And you need to prepare with others. You need to prepare with others. You will not survive or sustain your family by yourself. It's just no way possible. It's just no way possible.
People that follow my page know this comes as no surprise. So Trump is saying that Iran may be planning to nuke the U.S. with, keywords, new weapon in 2 weeks. There definitely is something potentially big coming within a matter of weeks, though, based on my sources and the movement that is happening on multiple big military bases. And it's not just that, but now Trump is saying that there's an 80 to 90% chance that they will be doing a ground invasion on Iran. Well, strap in, ladies and gentlemen, because this is where the show gets pretty interesting. And key word is show, because this is all one big show.
Yep.
So for the people that follow my page, know this comes as no surprise. So Trump is saying that Iran may be planning to nuke the U.S. with...
He said it. Congressman said it. Okay. He didn't play this video. Pete Hegseth, this is from Fox News. Okay. We can hit anything. Anything could happen. Iran, it has vowed and pledged, and so have other people who is tired of the United States, bro. They're tired of the United States coming over here doing whoop-de-whoop whenever they want to, hijacking their country, taking in their presidents, imprisoning them, locking them up, breaking international law. I mean, these people are out. They want America gone. Okay. And they have the weaponry. They don't even got to use full-blown missiles and drones and all that stuff. Man, they can go into our water system. Our water system. And attack it. Let me see if I got one more thing that I wanted to share with y'all. Not, and I'm going to get straight to what I got for you. Okay. I'm not looking for anybody but those who want to build. We got an opportunity to buy land and we will pass that by. We got an opportunity to go get land at below market value and we would pass that by. But let me show you something. I'm going to put this up here on the screen real quick. Because this is what we should have been doing and could have been doing. And still can while we got a chance. When we don't have a chance to do anything anymore, that's why that good book called the Bible said, work while it is day. For when night cometh, no man can work. Some people might interpret that like, hey, work while the sunlight is up. Because when you come, when the sun goes down, you won't be able to work. People work all day long and all night long. People work overnight. So of course that did not mean that. Work while it is day, while you have time, while you can visibly see, and you have an opportunity to see what is going on. Because when the darkness come, and it will come, and it will not be stopped. Everything that has been written has to come to pass. We cannot pray it away. We cannot think, oh, we're just going to be raptured up. No, well, then Revelation would be a lie. When it say many saints will go through the tribulation. He said, pray that you may be able to escape. All that is coming up on the face of the earth has never been seen before and never, ever will be seen again. Pray that you may escape. Do you know what escape means? It don't mean to be raptured. It means to let it go over you. Okay. If I know a famine is coming and I plant a seed before the famine get here, when the famine get here, my crops produce a harvest for me like they did for Isaac when he sowed and in the same year ripped 100-fold during a drought. Most people don't know about that story. See, his father, Abraham, went and dug water wells. But the Amorites and all them other Ittites and Gigabites, Gershites, all of them came and plugged the water wells up, trying to cement them. And God told Isaac to sow a seed, but there wasn't water to grow the seed. And he remembered, because God calls him to remember, your father owned water wells. Go and stop them and water your seeds. and 100-fold harvest. He was put in a position of rulership at the worst time of his generation, a drought. You can't get no food with a drought. Okay. And this thing lasted years. Same thing for Joseph. There was a famine. He was told to go buy up all the wheat in Egypt. That was a big price to pay, to go buy up all the wheat in Egypt. Say, look, there's 4 more years of famine left. Go buy up all the wheat in Egypt. When it get real bad, they're going to have no other choice but to come to you. I've been telling people for a long time, saying it without saying it. This ain't about panicking. This is about positioning. You don't even have a clue. That good book said, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what the Father has in store for those who hear and obey him, for those who he loves. This is our time. That's why we're not out here panicking. We're positioning. When they cut everybody else off from mainstream society, when you won't be able to enter into a store, work at a job site, rent an apartment, live, you won't be able to live without accepting that digital ID, aka the mark of the beast. And guess what? You think God is just going to let the devil out here deviling and just destroy all his people? No, he's trying to put us in position right now. So when that happens, you will be positioned to help the people who won't bow. And in that system that he created through you for that moment, you will truly become a ruler at that time. You will truly be the first and never last again at that time. Not only will he bless you for building at this time, he will bless your generation. You are in the greatest dispensation of time, because everything about your last name can change in the blink of an eye. Overnight. Okay, well, we can't go and work. We can't go to the grocery store. Listen, hey, over here, we grow our own groceries. Okay, you can come right here. You ain't got to bow down, get no chips. You ain't got to do any of that. Okay. Well, we don't have money, but what do you have in your possession? We have a mansion. Okay, we'll take that. Sweet Joseph did. When they come back needing more food, well, we don't have a mansion. We sold that to you. You going to let us die? And I will. Because you failed to prepare. I did it. Well, we have these cars. Okay, we'll take that. Well, the money, the food is gone from the cars that we sold last time. We don't have nothing left but ourselves. Well, we'll take y'all too, because we need people to clean and people to maintain our garden and people to run our. We will take you. We'll feed you. Tables been turned. The shift has been happened. And we started looking at, I need to hold on to this money. Man, that money is finna be dead. And you won't have no assets. It's already dying. It's so out of debt that it can't even be irreversed. No, you can't reverse the debt. So they got to create a new financial system. You ought to be creating yours. Right now, while they out here doing all of this, and you talking about 2030, which is in 3 years and 4 months. 2030, all of this supposed to be set up. Baby, I would be building like Nehemiah. Do you understand me? I would have me a whole city. I would have me a whole community. You see what these people did? They went and bought 63 acres for zero down. Let me tell you the play on that. Let me tell you the play on this, okay? And $260,000 in grants for their well, solar, and homes on these properties. The solar is for the electricity. The wells is for the water. And the homes is for affordable living. And they didn't have to pay no money. You know why? Because the government will actually pay you to go do a good deed. They will pay you to go buy land. Oh, you're going to put solar out there? Great. Here's the money. You're going to solar farm? Great. It ain't in the city. It's in rural. Do you know what kind of government contract you can get for just buying some dang on dirt and allowing them to go put some solar out there and farm off of your land? Hey, we only need it for 3 years. Say no more. We'll pay you $5 million for 3 years of solar farm. Hey, say no more. When you get done solar farming, this land is my land. It's still my land. And guess what? The solar that you put on there now becomes mine because you don't take it away. You just needed to rent my land for 3 years to farm solar. How do you think Bill Gates then wasn't out here buying, commercial buildings? They were buying farmland, rural land, raw land with water access and rights. When they busted that place in Fresno and they busted that place in Las Vegas a couple of months ago, about maybe 7 or 8 months ago, and that man lived next to the water tower and had all these poisons, herpes, HIV, had all these things he was making and mixing up in his laboratory next to the water. I told y'all then, friends, you should be in a position of ownership. You ought to be taking that money that you got. And you ought to be turning it into assets. Why? Because if you don't take it, let me show y'all this. Okay. Are we facing a war? China, Iran, they attacking the water, they attacking the military bases over in other countries. FBI, CIA, even Donald Trump said there could be a ground invasion. Okay. I also showed y'all that Donald Trump's attorney, prior former attorney, just came out and said that Donald Trump is staging. Let me pull up that receipt. Y'all need to see all of it. Donald Trump is staging. Hold on, let me get it for you. Donald Trump is staging this because of the midterms in November. That he is staging a war. He is planning for an emergency because he don't want to get out. And not only did he just say that, right? Not only did he just say that, not only did that attorney just come out and say it, Donald Trump himself came out. Go look it up on Google about a week ago. Yes, he did. Bro man came out and said, yeah, I will be running for 2028 again. We don't need these elections and cheating and ballot harvesting and all. We don't need that anymore. We found a way, and we're going to use the Supreme Court, the justices who are in favor of Donald Trump, to make sure we get rid of elections for good. Okay? So let me pull this up. Oh, first let me pull this up. Let's go here, okay? So that you can see this. Trump is setting the stage to declare emergency around midterms. He came out of his own mouth and said it a week ago, right after I shared this article with y'all, a couple of other articles, because there were a few of them. Okay. Trump set the stage to declare emergency around midterms, former White House. This was all over the place. So he came out. And he was like, I am running for 2028. He know if they lose the midterms. He knows if they lose the midterms, Trump goes to jail. They're going to definitely impeach him. Okay. He gave a live speech about the emergencies with Iran and all of this stuff. I brought it to you. Okay. I watched it from his mouth and I reported it to you in case you missed it. Now that I've shared that with you, if he's planning a war and y'all trying to hold on to this cash and all of this stuff, they gonna get you, babes. They got Europe. It took them years, 100 years. It's got to be my child. Hold on, y'all. Who is this? My bad. Hold on. Okay. So we got this right here. Y'all can go to Google just like I did. Okay. Banks can take your money during war. During a war, government can freeze, restrict, and seize your assets through emergency power sanctions or capital controls. Though the banks themselves do not randomly take your money for profit, risks to your funds during a major conflict include asset freezes, transaction limits, and bank system failures. It happened in Europe. I shared those receipts. 100 years later, they was barely being paid back their money. Don't ever let nobody do nothing like that to you. They set in the stage. Y'all hear what I'm saying, cousins? Let me know in the chat. You can't run and hide from this. You can't duck and dodge from this. You can't go put your head in the sand and act like this don't exist. You can't keep doing the same thing and acting like, you know what I'm saying? Everything's going to go back to normal. No, ma'am. No, sir. You can't do that. You cannot do that. The time to stand up is right now. The time to prepare was years ago. The time to build was a year or so ago. But the time to stand up and do something. Do something. Let somebody take you by the hand and show you what to do. Okay? If you don't believe this was done, I think I'm still streaming. Oh no, let me share my screen. Y'all let me know if y'all hear me, okay? Don't just sit there and watch me. Do y'all see this? Do you hear what your girl is saying to you? Now is the time to stand up. And I'm getting ready to leave in a minute. Okay? Told you I wanted to earn the rights to your time. Oh, it was England. I said Europe, England. England is over there, UK. These people woke up one day and then England just told them, yeah, your money gone. And we expect that every man and every woman this day will do his duty by letting us take your money. UK bonds that financed First World War to be redeemed 100 years later. The First World War, they talking about we had World War III. The First World War was funded by England. And when their money came up missing, it was told to them, England expects that every man this day will do his duty. What? Hold on, I hit the wrong button. So I'm looking for something else too. I'm showing you what I have done. I'm not a hypocrite. You understand? I'm not out here telling you, hey, we should be doing this, bro. We got to do that. And I haven't did it myself. That is a false witness. That is hypocritical. So I've been telling y'all, utilize AI while you can. If they planning on using this as a weapon against you, then why not use it right now while you still can? Zillow will pay you $10,000 per day to go find them some ugly houses. What job is going to offer you $10,000 per day to go use some AI to find them some ugly houses? Why are they buying up all this property? Why is big corporations buying up all this property? Because you don't own none and you ain't finna have none either. You're going to be under their mercy. Okay? I showed y'all this. This man claimed that his energy provider trying to have them smart locks and stuff in your house, thinking, oh, I'm up to date. I'm not. Man, I would rather have an old payphone in my house. It ain't tracked. It ain't traced. You don't know my whereabouts. You ain't got no digital footprint. They locked his thing and called it an active savings event. BJ Jones. Yeah, dog, these data centers are a no-go. The energy company just overrode my home thermostat and set it at a 75 and locked it and called it an active savings event and can't be adjusted until 4 p.m. They trying to save the energy grid. IDGAF about none of that. You got to know I snatched that MF right off the wall. I'm going back to the old school Mercury thermostat ASAP. Yes, indeed. But back to what I was saying, I'm going to show you that no, I'm not. I practice what I preach. Okay? Always have, always will. You will not find a single soul on this planet earth that say, yeah, she don't practice what she preach. I practice what I preach. 100%. I have already done what I'm telling us all to do. Why? Because we need to do it. When? Now. We need to do it now. Not later, not tomorrow. Let me go up here and find what I'm looking for. Then I'm going to get about y'all way. I've been asking a couple of y'all cousins, and I'm going to say this because the Lord told me this in prayer. You're going to give an account to the Lord if you were one of those who were supposed to help me build something for his people. And you had to go put some sage on it. You had to go pray about it. You had to go think about it. You procrastinated about it. You are delaying what God is trying to do through you. And you know what's so crazy? God gave you the resources to do it for such a time as this. For such a time as this, God gave you the ability to do it. God put the people in front of you that would do it. Okay? And that would help you do it if you didn't know what to do. I think it's up here, right here. I'm not telling you to go do something Dr. T has not done. But you know what? One thing that I do know, God ain't never called one man to do it by himself. He called one man to lead the charge, to be the leader. And then he called the nation to be on board with the leader who was going to give an account to them. I'm not telling you to go buy no land, and I ain't bought none. As far as you can see on this image, that property belongs to us. All these trees here, all the way down to the front street, okay? 20 acres, 15 here, 5 elsewhere, 20 acres. Let me go back this way. It's my son. He went viral because he found the land. Redeem. Taking a picture. Baby, one thing, I ain't got to leave you a bunch of cash. Cash is trash. But I'm going to leave you something you can live on forever. And not just you, but your kids and their kids and their kids' kids. Because of the way we set it up, you will never lose it. We don't own this land. The trust owns the land. We are managers of the trust because the trust is an entity. It don't have hands. It don't have feet. When it's my time to go, then my children will become managers on behalf of the trust. When it's their time to go, then their children will become managers over the trust. This is called generational wealth. You got land, you'll never be poor. When you own a piece of land, you break the back of poverty. If you is working, you should be working with a plan. Okay? You should be working with a plan if you is working. Let me work and really, the work check only cover the bills. It don't give you enough to actually go and invest in something else. But whatever you got left over, you ought to be invested into assets. We own a lot of land, okay? Lots of it. It's my husband and my brother, okay? Not only do we own the land, what do? We go build properties to give affordable housing on the land. How? Using their money. That big old piece of land has been sitting there, okay? It has already appreciated, okay? I'm not telling you to do something that I ain't did. This is me on a property being built. Okay? I have land for sale. You go put you a house or 2 houses. Matter of fact, go build you a 4-plex. You never have to worry about rent. You never have to worry about money. You never have to worry about legacy or assets. You in a real good position. You ain't never got to worry about nowhere to live because you can live on your property and rent the other 3 out. You can take some of that property and build your own garden on it. It's yours. See, when you go buy a $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 home, you don't own that till it's paid in full. First couple of years, you ain't doing it but paying equity. A mortgage in the French terminology is original language, only stands for death pledge. Till death do us part. Okay? I'm going to be in debt to you till death do us part. Then you're going to keep on getting me by refinancing and staying in debt longer. No. Go buy you some land, pay for in full, and go build what you want to build on it. So lady on YouTube right now just went, she said, I think it's called F rent. Okay? Go look it up on YouTube. It's called F rent. That's the name of her channel. But the whole word, F-U-C-K, rent. Sis went and bought her some land in an RV and living her best life. No bills. Oh my God, just imagine. Just imagine you not having to work hard to pay bills. I got property, right? Much property. Not just a little bit of property, much property. I'm going to show you what you can build on the property, okay? It's in a residential neighborhood. Make the cost of it go sky high. I guarantee you what you pay for this property, it's in an up-and-coming city that is being revitalized, whole football stadium. It's in this area right here. So your property is already valued at 50 times more than what you pay for it. 50 times more. But let me go ahead and show y'all what you can do with this land. Here we go right here, okay? This is how much 1 acre. This is the length of 1 acre. It's 1 football field is 1 acre. Imagine having 63 acres. I don't care if you went and bought that half an acre that I just showed you, okay? Look what you can do with a half an acre. Now you tell me, why would you ever be poor? Okay, every year you can get $1 million just off the potato industry, or the lavender industry, or the peanut, or the hay. Just plant it and harvest. Lavender is over $130,000 every year. Niche. Okay. 1 acre of land, you can grow 1,584 potatoes. The amount of potatoes needed to make a line from one end to the other of an acre is 1,584, just a straight line. This ain't even covering the rest of the acre, just one straight line. It would take you 1,584 potatoes to go from start here to finish without filling the rest of it. Okay? On a half acre, which is half of this 50-yard line, you can build 9 2,400 square foot homes. 9. Let me go over here and tell you what the rent is for a 24 square footage home. See, y'all not seeing. You seeing and you like, I can't afford that right now. How much is a 2,400 square foot home going for? So for one 2,400 square foot home, right now, if you sold it, you can get $492,000 to $504,000 for one home. Okay, I'm gonna type in rent. In case you don't want to sell it, you want to rent. $2,800 to $4,500 a month for a 2,400 square foot home. Generally rents between $2,800 and $4,500 a month, and you got 9 of those on your property, on your half acre. You do the math. Let's do some math right here. Okay, hold on. Let me get my calculator. And I'm almost up out of here, okay? Couple more minutes. 2,800 times 9. You're doing $25,200 every single month on the rent side. $25,200 every single month on the rent side. You know what you can do with 1 month's payment of $25,000 on the rent side? Go buy you another half acre and rinse, wash, and repeat. And then take that month and go buy you another half acre and rinse, wash, and repeat. They'll give you the money to build. You never have to use your money to even build the homes. Now imagine if you had a whole acre. Now you can build 18 2,400 square foot homes on 1 acre. 18 2,400 square foot homes on 1 acre. Okay. So let's see how much you will be making every month if you rented out 18 2,400 square foot homes. You'll be doing 50,400. They'll give you $1,000,000 to build the homes because they see every month you're gonna be making 50,000. 2 months you had 100,000. 4 months you had 200,000. 6 months you had 300,000. 12 months, okay, you had 1,200,000 in 12 months just on a half an acre of land that you bought, or a whole acre of land, let alone 63 acres, 20 acres, 40 acres. What is wrong with us? Because ain't nothing stopping us, ain't nothing preventing us but your mindset. That's it. Okay. When I tell you that I could help you buy land, find land, access land, you feel what I'm saying? Here's 20 acres right here in Memphis. You would never have to live here. Go use the CDFI SBA microloan 704. Go use that to go ahead and build you apartment complex on here with, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. How many apartments? 2 and 3 bedroom, because people having big families, bedrooms can you build on 20 acres of land? 380 to 500 apartment units on 20 acres of land. You see why you'll never be poor if you own it? There is nothing that is driven on, walked on, lived on, worked on that does not start with land. There is nothing that is built. There is nothing that we drive. There is nothing that we do that did not originate from dirt. We as human beings come from the dirt, not from apes, from the dirt. Got lots of property. Okay. Just wanted to show y'all that. If y'all don't think that I can go get y'all funding, I didn't show y'all so many receipts, and this ain't to flex on you, okay? You don't think you can walk into Navy or you can walk into any of these other banks that I would send you to and go get you a 50 ball from one bank and then turn around, go get a 50 ball from another bank and then turn around and go get a 50 ball from another bank. And then the next day, go to 3 different banks, all 50 balls apiece. Now you got $300,000 to work with. And then on Wednesday, you go to the other bank that pull only from Experian. Monday, Experian. Tuesday, TransUnion. Wednesday, Equifax. Now you got 450 racks. Yeah, proof is in the pudding. This ain't somebody else going to the bank. This is Dr. T going to the bank. Okay? It's Dr. T going to the bank. Think I'm going the other way. Hold on. Let me go back this way. Okay? If you don't think you can use AI and help people find money and make you $17,000 in a day, well, yes, you can. I'm no different than you. Today's earnings. This is online, digital. What job could you ever go to and make $17,000 in a month, yet alone a day? Huh? Who says you can't make $1 million online without ever leaving your home? This ain't got nothing to do with no land. This ain't got nothing to do with no property, no real estate. This ain't got nothing to do with no going viral on TikTok for dancing your heart out. This ain't got nothing. Billing and subscriptions, $267,000. Upsells, $68,000. Checkouts, okay? Where you double back, you went to the checkout, you forgot something, maybe it wasn't right time, so we followed up with your $22,000 funnels. How many of y'all came in through my funnel? $159. We'll take that. We do not walk over pennies to pick up dollar bills, okay? We don't. But the bulk of the money come from just billing and subscriptions. Upsells, okay? Drop shipping. The follow-up on the checkout, the abandoned cart checkout. That's where the bulk of the money. $1,313,000 all done digitally. That's the first time I hit $1 million. Okay, first time. Let me put some of this personal information to the side. Okay. What do you see? $1,014,973 online. Never leave your house. Why would you do anything different? Okay, why would you? I'm not going to share this. Let me see if the $1 million is up here, because it has people emails and names here, so I'm gonna try to blow it up real big. Okay, $1,310,105. Okay, dashboards, beloved. Well, you really didn't make that, Dr. T. I've been showing people how to make $1 million. It's not hard. You see the numbers? Sell you a digital product, $200 to 5,000 people. Sell you a $2,000 digital product to 500 people. Okay? Start a community and have 5,000 people paying you $17,000 a month for 12 months. You did $1 million. Get a community, 2,000 people paying you $42 a month for 12 months. You did $1 million. Get a community with only 500 people paying you $167 a month for 12 months, and you have done $1 million. It's not hard. It looks humongous. Okay, this is me going back to Navy Federal. Okay, to go get racks and bags to pass out. Literally, I have this documented on videotape. Okay, I don't care about this address because it is a non-valid address. Okay, it's a business address. But you see the name there, okay? No fake receipts, statements. Tawanna Worlds, okay? What do you see in 1 month? $115,000 deposited into this account. Following month, okay? Same name. In case you think my name is a fake, Tawanna Worlds ain't her name, and it is. What do you see in here this month? It's $148,000. We almost had 300,000. Okay. Just in 2 months. Okay. Same thing, Tawanna. My Navy. What do you see there? 71,000. We over $300,000 in 3 months. Can you do $1 million? That's in 3 months. Absolutely. If I invite you into a space, and there has been things that have tried to stop and prevent and hinder, especially when it comes to the family. I have been very transparent about that. Okay. But I'm not going to be stopped. Today, all of a sudden, nose is running. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of foolishness. But I will not be stopped. And we will not slow down this train. Okay. I already got the people in there, but I'm going to offer you another opportunity at the end of this in just a few minutes. If you have not joined that, then you ought to be joining it, because I'm going to show you how to do your $1 million. I'm going to show you how to protect your assets. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do that without working harder, smarter. I'm going to help you do it. Okay. This is from an event. When I tell you can do 7-figure events, you can do $1 million. One of my competitor mates, she makes $1 million and she only shows up twice a year. She's a Caucasian woman. All she do is help people dream again. You heard me say that right. Dream again. Because a lot of adults forgot their dreams. What did you dream when you was a child? Because that is tied to and connected to your prosperity, your well-being, your favor, your peace. That dream came from God. So she takes them on a retreat. She only does one every 6 months, 2 times out of the year, and makes 7 figures. Okay. These are not her receipts. These are mine. But if I tell you can do 7 figures in one weekend, one day, 100% believe that you can do $1 million. I'm going to show you receipts. And this ain't to flex on nobody. I don't ever want somebody telling me they can help me do something that they themselves have not done. That's rubbish. Okay. Profit from live events by the number. 250 people at $993 registered. It was a 3-day event, 249,000 there. 15% enrolled in the upsell, which was the next offer, 10,000, got 380 from that. And then 15% of the people, which is 38, enrolled for the next offer, which was 25,000. You had tiers. You want the mastermind all year for 25,000? Or do you want to do the mini mastermind for 6 months and it's 10,000? $1,579,000 in a weekend event. It's all about numbers. If you don't know numbers, then you won't be able to do the numbers, okay? From live events. Okay, digital products. You can have something selling for you while you off doing you and still do $10,000 every single month, like clockwork. Why would we ever do anything different when it ain't never been this easy for us to do something that'll put us in a very prominent position? Donald M. Trump is out here doing all of this, okay? That's 746,000 total sales in a year. Right before I did $1 million, I did this. But you know what? The investment for me to go learn the information was a $50,000 investment. I showed y'all receipts. $50,000 for one day on a plane with Grant Cardone to learn about the land and the real estate, to get all of his, contacts to every investor in all 50 states. For me to be able to go do this, I paid $50,000 for one day, an hour at his house, an hour on the plane, and that was it. And people thought I was absolutely insane. I follow what God said. I have not taken a paycheck at all. Everything I done got went into what God is calling me to build for his people. It ain't even for my family. My family is going to be taken care of and provided for, because what I build, they'll be able to enjoy or eat the fruits of the labor from. But it's not for me. God didn't give me money for me. He gave me the ability to go get it. He gave me the power to get wealth. He gave me the ability, and wealth is not money. Wealth is assets. I don't got all day. I'm 47. I don't know how long I got left on the earth. My job is to make sure however long my kids got on the earth, they settle. You will never be able to take out another one of mine. You will never be able to pimp mines out. You will never be able to put mines out. You will never be able to make mines homeless. You will never be able to make them impoverished. You will, hell no. I break that generational curse in the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach. That is Hebrew for Jesus Christ, okay? Think I'm calling on no other deity. His name is Yeshua. So when I be telling y'all, oh, okay, look, you got to pay me $25,000 to be in my mastermind, I give you a discount. This is for done for you. This is just for registration. For you to go get a government contract, you paying me $5,000. When I come over here, I be really trying to show my cousins love, because what I really actually charge $25,000 for my mastermind for a year, and I'm gonna expose you to $1 million. $10,000 for the mini mastermind 6 months. No, it's real. This is my Stripe account. Pioneers Power Circle. That's $5,000 from that person. $5,000 from this person. $19.97 to be able to get into a mentorship that I would tell you, give me $9.97. 1997. Okay. Okay, you're gonna give me another 1997. You're gonna give me another 1997. You're gonna give me $47 for a guide, okay? It doesn't matter. Pioneers Power Circle. That's my business. Okay? As you can see here, Pioneers Power Circle, Stripe dashboard, 313,000. This is why they started stealing my money. You see this? Okay, you ain't making that much revenue over here. You made a little bit. You did a little something. About $20,000, 19. Then you went up, okay? Get about $40,000. Then you went all the way back down, okay? Because they start messing with my money. Oh, we're gonna hold 25%. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. You still making money like that? Okay, that's suspicious. You making $10,000 payments, and you got 10 of them coming in. You doing 100,000? Okay, cool. So now we got to hold 50%. I'm like 50%. Okay, cool. That just means I got to work harder. So now you see me working harder right here. Oh, we got to hold 100% of your revenue. Man, you out of your mind. You was out of your mind. We got to hold it in our reserves. What? Excuse me. Satan, the Lord rebukes you. You cannot violate me. I didn't say that, and I'm going to keep on saying it. I oppose you. Now get up out of here, okay? This is just from 9:37 p.m. $2,000 sale. 188,000, as you can see, up and down, up and down. It was playing with my money all the way back in 2021. I was doing these numbers from my chair at home. 2021, okay? 2021 as well. 202,000. That's a K. They took out their little 55,000, gave me 189,000, which I don't like sharing. If I'm doing the work, then you shouldn't be able to profit. But hey, it is what it is. I need to take this and go buy assets. And that is what I did. Before I go, I want to invite you, for one, to the coalition. It's my last call before I let the world in. It's my last call for my cousins, because you really don't know what you're missing. Okay, I can come here and say, hey, you want the bank play? You want the medical courier play? Hey, you want the government contract play? Hey, you want the SBA play? Hey, you want the go run up a bag, flip a bag play? You want to become your own bank play? You want the land banking play? I can offer you all these little things for this price and that price and that price and that price. Or you can get your behind over in the coalition for $97 every month. You pay to play. You pay to play. Everything you need is in there. Dispatching, trucking, everything. Non-CDL trucking contract, everything that you need done for you. Digital products, you just come in and start selling. You make money with me. Affiliate marketing, let me refer a couple of my friends over here to this group, okay? Because it's the bomb. It got everything in here that they need to make money on speed. Not only that, I get to get paid for referring you, for telling you, come sign up. I get 40% of that sale every month. That is residual income. You don't even got to work hard. Open your mouth and say, hey, look, here's a coalition. Here's a group I'm a part of. It got everything in it. Let them come and test drive you for a minute. They got your link. Now you got to sign up, and then I get 40% of that every month. And they pay out every Wednesday. I don't care if you got $300 every Wednesday. It's $300 extra that you did not have to keep you afloat in this economy. Referring one person, two people, will get you back your $97 a month. Okay, I'm not giving no more homie hookups, cousin coupons. I'm not doing that. It's $97 a month. If you didn't get in when I had the grandfathered, get in, pay one time, you in there for life, that's on you. I don't owe nobody no affordability. And quite honestly, I'm tired of talking to my people. Okay, if I gotta go build with the YT, with the Mexicans, I don't care. The Somalians, I don't care. God is going to get what he wants built. And I'm going to obey God to the death of me, 100%. 100%. I desire to get my nails done. Okay, had to let my own nails grow because I was a nail biter. But I desire to get my nails done. I have not been able to go get my nails done, my toes either. Okay. I don't go on shopping sprees. You ain't seen me on a shopping spree. You ain't seen me with no luxury, vacations and luxury vehicles and watches and necklaces and mouthpieces. For what? I'm building something that's going to preserve my family, your family, they family, God's family. Hello. You can get in the Wealth Coalition. Okay, I'm going to put the information on the screen. If you want to get in, Dr. T dang on show ain't going to beg you. Your decisions today will determine your outcome tomorrow. But you will not be able to say, well, I didn't know. And you know what? I just waited too long. And I got busy and I got caught off guard. Now, you won't be able to say that. God and told you too many times. You rebellious, which is a sin of witchcraft. And you deserve what you're going to get from this beast system that he told you to come out from amongst. Touch not the unclean thing. Be separate, and I will accept you, lest you share in their sins. You guilty by association and receive of their plagues. If I'm tearing that country down, you got a whole bunch of people wondering why am I struggling? Why am I having such a hard time? Why I can't pay my bill? You plugged into a system that cannot pay its bills. Hello? You plugged into a system that's in debt. Why am I in debt? Why am I going in debt? You plug into a system that is being plagued by the Almighty God. That's why. Lest you share in their sins. Well, I ain't killed nobody. I ain't went to war. I ain't did nothing to nobody, but you plugged into them. Whatever you plugged into, you receive power from. Simple as that. Get in the coalition. That's where your girl's going to help you. If you want a budget, if I need to make some money before I start spending money, get in the coalition. You worth a $97 investment. If you get in there, there's over 100 different things you can go sell for $97. And the people in the coalition help you grow channels, help you grow faceless pages. This is a community where you ain't got to worry about, well, dang, I got to watch and see if people I got to promote my content. No, we will blow your channel up and get it monetized. We got all kind of hacks to do that. Go create you a theme page, get monetized, get paid from that stream. Go create your YouTube channel, get paid, get monetized, get paid from that stream. And we going to do all the boosting. That's why this is a coalition. We go give you, hey, look, sis just finished her channel. Let's go run it up. Let's all go subscribe. Let's all go get her watch hours, get her into monetization. Next, oh, bro, you finished yours. Let's go get his. Let's go run his up, okay? This is how we're going to do this. Make a playlist. We're going to get them watch hours in 24 to 48 hours. Listen, it's nothing. There's things that I can't say out here that I can say in my own private community. So get in, friends, where you fit in, okay? That's what I'll say. It's $97 a month. You can put one in the chat or you can just simply sign up. Payment information is on the screen. Payment information is on the screen. Once you pay, then I'll send you access to get inside of the coalition. Next that I got for you, that's the only thing low ticket that I got for you outside of next. Let me build you a community that you can get paid from every month. If people come in, say for instance, somebody came in today, you'd be getting paid on Wednesday. Okay. And then after Wednesday, from Wednesday all the way to Sunday, whoever came in between that time, you'll be getting paid on Wednesday. Every week, you can have you a bag. Every month, you can easily get 10 people in there. That's an extra $1,000. Let me build it for you. Okay. Let me build it out for you. Let me fill it for you. Let me get your first people up in there. Your first, what you going to invest for me to build it out for you, you will have that back in your first month. Because I'm going to build it. I'm going to do all the graphics. I'm going to put the digital products in there. You ain't got to go in there and sell nothing. It's already done for you. And the people that want to buy what you got is already in the group, okay? They paying people. If you decide to come in there and say, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm the founder of this group. This is who I am, whoop de whoop. If you decided to have chit chat every week, if you decided to go live and play oldies but goodies and play domino spades, whatever it is that you do, you have your own community of people, own community of the brotherhood, sisterhood, of the cousinhood. You have your own community, and guess what? It's paying you to just create a community. I have two opportunities for me to create you a community done for you for $4.97 one time. And the guarantee is that you will have a community with paid clients in this community by 1 month after build out. Okay. By 1 month after build out, I'm only doing two. I don't do too many done for yous unless I have an opportunity to do the done for you. Um, because I don't have a lot of time. So that is the second option. Okay. $4.97. I will build it out for you. I will have it returned to you within 7 to 10 business days. I got to do the graphic, the bio, build it all out. I got to run traffic to the group to get the people in there, upload the done for you digital product. But just imagine in 7 to 10 days, you can have something that you know going to pay you next month. Okay. So I only got 2 spots at that. Next, I have land for sale. I have 3 properties that you can buy. 3 right now. Okay. First come, first serve. I've had people reach out to me about the property, but I know exactly who God intended the property for. That's what I will say. And I've already told the Lord, if they don't get the property, then send in the next one that you want to have the property. Okay. It's about who he wants to have the property. I'm not hard up or desperate to sell land. I'm not hard up or desperate to sell property. When he tell me to come here and make the announcement, it's because the people that he wanted to announce to is here. And you're a part of the coalition, not the community coalition, the kingdom coalition. Simple as that. I have land for sale. I have 3 different properties, all 0.25 acres to a half acre of property. As you can see in Michigan, we have some in Arkansas as well. We have some in Birmingham, Alabama. Is it Birmingham? Yeah, Birmingham and Montgomery, Alabama. Okay, we have property. We have access to property in Memphis, Tennessee. And we got a whole hell of an access to property, the 20 and 40 acres in Texas. I am looking, okay, this is separate from anything else that I am offering, okay, because there are 3, and I want to say potentially 5. That's including me, so 4 outside of me. That God wants us to come together on an initiative to buy these acres, lots of them. We can use it for solar farming. We're going to use contracts, conservation. We can definitely build on the land, have some of the acres where we can build properties on. But this is going to be like a city within itself. It has solar, it has water. We'll be able to do billboards. We'll be able to do apartment housing. Okay. It's in a rural area. It has to be in a rural area. We will get the funding from the USDA and some other people that specifically fund the initiatives that we're going to go after. Okay. This is outside of doing a million with me. This is outside of family and millionaires. It's outside of all of that. Okay. I'm looking for 4 other individuals, and you know who you are, to collaborate with me this property. Okay. In the next month or so, we'll go out and see the property. I'll do all the behind the scenes. We can put it in a trust so no one man owns it. It will be ours collectively. Okay. In order to go into this coalition with me, we're all putting up 10,000 to buy this property. It's going to be a small handful of us inside of this coalition buying this property, and we need to move right now. That's all I'm gonna say. While the monies is available to us, while the land opportunity is available to us, I even have access to lake land. Some people ain't really hyped up about lake land. I'm not. I don't like to live by the water. I like to go vacation and see it for a minute. Okay, but I just don't like living by a large amount of water. But we could rent those properties out for like family what's it like cabin family vacation and spots for the summer. We got access to water off the lakes where there's boats and all of that, access to that. You would get access to all of that. You would get the scoop on the funding so you know how to do the funding. You know what I'm saying? In case outside of our initiative, you want to go do it with your family, or you want to go do it with your community, or you want to go do it with your, sisters or brothers, whether by blood or just somebody that you consider a sister, a friend, a business partner by name, you will have access to all of that information. Okay. That is a $10,000 investment, but we're going to take that and we're going to go run it up and go buy us a whole bunch of acres. If you just saw that we could build 500 apartment complexes on 20 acres of land, we're going to do big things, okay? And this is not for everybody. I'm cool with that, but it's for the people that God has called, and you know who you are. Moving on. I have the 12 months to a million. I'm only going to let one or two more people in there. We already said to go small. I love, you know, the people that are there that God sent. They're very mature, very wise. I'm loving that. Okay. Everything about that is complete. As far as where we're going to meet at, because I'm not going to have us meeting in Telegram or Facebook. They locked me out of my account for 2 months. It was already built over there, and then in my groups and all of this stuff, I can't share. So I had to go take all of that and then go rebuild it over in another platform. Okay, stupid. On top of dealing with family crisis that was insane. And by the grace of God, it's been okay for the last couple of days. I'm not knocking on wood. I don't believe in that dumb stuff. By the grace of God, it's gonna stay peaceful. Okay, whether it do or don't, like God already knows. I'm not playing with these people. They moving fast. I don't got time to be delayed. I don't got time to be hindered. Father, deal with this family that you've given to me. Help them. You know how I feel. I'm not losing nobody else to the enemy, but there's only so much that I'm gonna do. 100%. Okay, there's only so much that I can do. If you don't want help, then I can't help you. I got to turn you over to the Lord, cry about it, and trust that He got you 100%. And if the enemy got a door open and comes in and gets you, then God's judgments and His mercy is just and it's fair. I just have to deal with it because that's where I'm at with it. But I will not be stopped. I will not. Okay. And we won't be either. It's too much for us to do with too little of time. Okay. So I'm going to open this up only because God said there's one or two more of you that did not jump in when we got it, and He has been holding the line for you, which is just unbelievable. You can get in 12 months to a million. I'm going to show you how to do a million. Okay. It ain't even going to take us 12 months. We put it together. You do it with me. Okay. You get some in person time with me as well, not just online. Come out to a VIP day. Whenever we have events, you are there. You never have to pay for it. You are not only there, you are there in the luxury of the Lord. Okay. We're going to take care of you real good. You responsible for your travel and stuff, but we'll take care of you. In any person events that we have lined up, scheduled out. I haven't been really announcing much of my plans here on social media. I learned a I don't know who this is, y'all. This better not be my kids. Bless their heart. My grown kids at that. It better not be my grown adult children blowing my messenger up. It better not be unless there's some type of emergency. Let me silence this. It is my kids. What a shame. Um, but you can get in. I will leave it for the one or two as I did for the others, for a 5K investment. I don't know a social media worker, a fast food restaurant worker. I don't know a teacher. I don't know anybody that's going to work for a whole year for 12 months for $5,000. So that lets you know it's not about the income, it's about the outcome for me. Will you pay me for my time? Absolutely. And my time is not to be discounted. It is not for bargain. It's not for sale. I did what God told me to do. Okay. The trust, making your family private, becoming a nationalist, not just American citizen, being able to have access to land in other countries, Africa predominantly, Puerto Rico, Fiji Islands. You have access to land outer, of the United States, out of this country. You have access to start businesses, cafes, rental car companies that are international, how to run that all from the remote of your home, from the on your bottom, from the laptop, virtual assistants that come with that help you do all of that, the trust, how to build your own bank for your family business bank through private reserve accounts, through IULs, index universal life insurance policies. All of that is included. After we build and we go contract 100%. Okay, so you will get access to the government contracting. You will get access to done with you digital products, not done for you, but done with you, so that you're making money from that end as well. Okay, it's a 5K investment to be a part of that 12-month to a million mentorship. And like I said, I got to put a deadline on it, 12 months. You will be with me for 12 months, but it does not take 12 months to make $1 million. I literally showed you 115 in 1 month, 148 in the second month, 71 in the third month. Okay, that's 300,000. You only 600 and some change from a million, and that was only in 3 months. Okay, it don't take 12 months, especially not right now, not in this dispensation of time. I can go get you $1 million contract in 2 or 3 months and you've done a million. It don't matter how you get to the million, you're gonna do a million in 12 months. Okay. But if you're afraid to invest in yourself, you're not ready for a million. And that is not who I'm talking about. God says, if I can trust you with unrighteous mammon, that is money, then if I can trust you with unrighteous mammon, another man's stuff, then I can trust you with true wealth. And this is for those that God is going to give true wealth to. Okay. So I have that for you. And lastly, but never least, I got 3 spots. It's 5K to get it in 12 months to a million. It comes with everything I just discussed. The $10,000 investment, that is not 12 months to a million. That is a coalition of me and 4 other men or females coming together and building a Goshen. Okay, we'll go over that. It's a city of refuge. We'll go over the meaning behind it, what we're going to be building in it. But this is how we're going to set ourselves and our families up real good, real well for life. And we're going to be able to be of assistance to other people. Okay. This is about positioning. I said that in the beginning. Last but never least, family of millionaires. I got 3 spots for 1K investment, actually $997. We will go and get 20K in 30 days, 100%. I'm going to give you access to $250,000 from start to finish. How to build it, you can actually get it in 30 days, guaranteed. 250,000. I'm going to guarantee you 20,000 in 30 days, but I'm going to give you access to 250,000 in 30 days. Without you having, there's a play that we going to run, you ain't got to have no credit score, no credit at all. Okay? It is a $997 investment. It's called the Family of Millionaires. I'm gonna give you the access to do 250,000. Guess what? You can go rinse, wash, and repeat it. I'm gonna give you access to get your credit together, give you access to get trade lines, start a trade line business. Okay. Y'all saw me show you $120,000 just selling trade lines last year. $120,000 just on the trade line. And it got nothing to do with credit. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. Just on the trade line. I'm gonna give you access to that. I'm gonna give you access to banking reps. Okay. I'm gonna give you access to funding plays. I'm gonna give you access to Amex. I'm gonna give you access to Golden Sack. I'm gonna give you access for you to be able to go get the bag. I'm gonna give you the breakdown how you gonna get it. Everything is going to be right there for you to do in 30 days, and it comes with a 30-day guarantee. Anybody interested in any of that? That is a $997. I'm only taking three. First come, first serve. You're gonna do 20K with me in the next 30 days, but I'm gonna give you access to 250K guaranteed in the next 30 days. Any questions for me before I go? Because my time is completely up and it's completely over. Didn't want to hold you guys here long, but I got to get up out of here, okay? Any questions for me before I go? Anybody coming with me? Father, I'm going to say this right here before we close out. I have done what you have asked me to do. I have said what you have asked me to say. I have offered what you have asked me to offer to the people you asked me to say, do, and offer it to. The rest is in your hands and the rest is on them. My hands is clean and I will walk away with clean hands, knowing that I did what you asked me to do. I give you praise, honor that those who have an ear to hear will hear what thus saith the Lord. And they will begin to move with record breaking speed. For faith is now, it is not tomorrow. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Now faith, not later faith, not 5 minute faith, not next day faith, not next year faith, now faith. So I thank you that they will hearken to the now calling so that they can get a now response. Father, teach us to obey you when you say, because when we need something from you, we want you to do it immediately, expediently, without delay. And when you ask us to do something, it should be reciprocated. I give you all praise, honor, and glory. I bless all of those under the sound of my voice. I bless their families. I bless the work of their hands. I bless their ideas, Father God. I bid them Godspeed. I ask that you would watch over them, that you would protect them. I bind Psalms 91 to them and their household. Father, I thank you that no pestilence by day, no arrow by night, well, no arrow by day, no pestilence by night will be able to come nigh into their dwelling places. I ask that you would protect them and not only protect them, but preserve them as they hearken to your voice. For we know rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. We don't even got to be a full witch. Just to disobey you would be operating in witchcraft. We repent from that. We repent from our procrastination. We repent from our delay. We repent from our laziness in a time and an hour that you let us live and you let us be counted amongst those in the land of the living to do what you called us to do, what we were born to do. We praise you. We give you honor and glory. Since there is no questions, I love y'all. I will see you guys next time. The information to go ahead and solidify your spot is on the screen, okay? Contact information is there as well. Those are the only platforms that I will be receiving any type of payment. Make sure you include your email. I can't send you anything without your email, okay? Whatever it is that you may sign up for. The information is right above the ticker with the purple box right beneath my chin on the screen. Those are the only ways that you can contact me and you can make your payment, but you must please include your email. With that being said, we will depart from this place, but never from his presence. I ask that you would go in peace so you don't end up in pieces. I also ask that you would hearken to the voice of the Lord because he cares for us. He loves us and he wills that no man perish. No man perish. He came that we may have life and life more abundantly. If your life ain't abundant for what he paid for and what he came for, then you need to examine. And you need to do a checkup from the neck up. Right here. Do that mental checkup. I love y'all and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.